This video will be a walkthrough for the Supply from Refineries and Traders tab of IRF version 6.0. This tab should be used if some or all of your suppliers are refineries and/or traders. Unlike in the Supply from Mills tab, there is no autofill option, so you will have to fill in your list of refineries and traders manually. This tab also differs from Supply from Mills in that you can't input the total volume sourced. Instead, this will be auto-calculated based on the volumes you enter into each row against each supplier. If your suppliers are not reporting in version 6.0 yet and are still giving you results from version 5.8, then you would need to record these in a separate IRF template to avoid mixing the 6.0 and 5.8 profiles. And as with the Supply from Mills tab, you'll find helpful instructions and guidance at the column headers here. Okay, so moving on to fill in the information. So you should first enter the supplier names for your refineries and traders in the first column here. And then, based on the information you receive in the profile from your supplier, you can fill in the verification status, the unique verification code, and the profile completion percentage. And I'll just show you quickly what that looks like in an example profile. So this is a made-up profile, and you will receive something that will look like this. You can obviously see that the profile here is verified, so you can report that it's verified. At the bottom in the gray section, you can see a unique verification code here, which you will need to enter. And then you can also see the percents of profile completion up here. So you would enter these values into the Excel. Okay. Then moving on to the sourcing information, you should enter the volume source from this supplier in metric tons. Column G here, the percentage, will be calculated automatically based on the values you enter into this column. Then, if you've also received a traceability to mill assessment separately to the IRF profile, you should enter the traceability to mill percentage in column H, and column I will be auto-calculated. Moving on to the next section, volume breakdown by FFB supply base, and then the different progress levels at Ind.P for the different supply base types. These boxes here will need to be filled in based on the IRF profile that you receive. So for the first section, this is the proportion of FFB coming from the different supply base types, so directly managed areas, independent plantations, and independent smallholders, just to show you where that is on the template. So it would be here for directly managed areas, and then the two numbers here below for independent plantations and independent smallholders. Going back to the templates, for the Ind.P progress columns, you will see that these columns correspond to the different IRF categories, and you would need to enter in the percentage into these columns that you can observe here for the different categories for the different supply base types. So when you've done that, you've finished completing this tab and you're ready to look at your results. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.